Hey guys, can't sleep. Figured I would do some crafting. Figured maybe, okay, that's too close. Come on, YouTube, work with me. There we go. That's better. So anyway, everybody's probably sleeping, but I can't sleep. I went to sleep. I woke up and I'm like, well, let's go ahead and do some crafting. So I was playing around with my embossing folders. No. Stencils. And I was doing some embossing with my stencil. This one didn't turn out as good. I'm gonna try this one next. I'm gonna take this white paper and open this up and see what's going on here, just in case anybody's chatting. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take this stencil. I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to wet it. Really wet it. Not lightly mist it. I'm going to wet it. Because I want the fibers. I want the fibers to be able to take the impression from the stencil. So I'm pretty much soaking my paper. And I'm putting my stencil on it. And then I'm going to take my plates and I'm going to run it through, run it back, run it through, and run it back. And then let's see how this one works. This one doesn't turn out good. I'll do the one I did earlier so you guys can see it turn out. Depends on the stencil, really, if it'll work out good. Oh, I should have put another shim in here to make it tighter, too. That's what I did the first time, was I put an extra shim in, just to give it a little extra tightness. Let's do that on the second run through because, well, I want to make sure that we get enough pressure on there. Yeah, just another shim. In other words, just another piece of paper underneath it. It'll give you that extra little bit of tightness there to help you push that impression in. I didn't do the shim on this one. I think that's why it didn't work out that good. Let's see. Alright, well, let's see what we got, right? I don't know. I don't know. Could be the stencil too. It's a great stencil because it's a Gina K stencil. But look, there we go. So we got our design. It's just not a really, it's not a big raised area. And now I need to dry it so that I can ink it. Unless I don't have to dry it. I can do a different way of inking than I did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of abandoned coral. I'm just going to put it on my table right here. I'm going to take some mustard seed. And then I'm going to take some mermaid lagoon. You can barely see this color right here, but get rid of the alcohol spray. But I don't want to be spraying it with alcohol. I want to spray it with some water. And then just The whole idea is I want to pick up color, but I don't want to get rid of my and I don't want to really mix. Oh, look, see, I didn't want to mix the color like that, but I did. It's alright. Alright, and then we're gonna dry our background here. Microfiber cloths don't dry an area like a paper towel, guys. It just doesn't. They wipe up good, but they don't dry things well. Alright. Let's try this one here. And I thought I had more white paper sitting here for this. How about we do one that's already got some kind of discoloration on it. Okay, this is watercolor paper. That other one was just cheap paper. Let's try this. Let's wet our paper. Right. Put our stencil on. Put our shim underneath the thing. Let's put this on our mat. Put a shim underneath the mat. Put our plate on. And run it through. Run it through twice. So, run it in, out, in, out. Let's see what we get. Like I said, it depends on the... We'll see how the different stencils do. This first stencil is from Gina K. This stencil, I believe, is a Doris stencil. And then the stencil I'm using now is a Brutus Monroe stencil. Alright, I'm pretty sure that was run through twice there. Okay, I think it... See how that works. See what it looks like. Well, I can see it raised. I don't know about you guys, but I can see it. And I'm going to dry this. Or am I? I probably should have used 2 shims. Maybe I could have got a better... Maybe not. I mean, it is a thin paper. Actually, I'm not going to dry it. I'm going to play with watercolor on it. I'm just playing, guys. Playing. Alright, where's the brush that I want? Where's the paintbrush I want? This one will work. I really wasn't planning on doing any kind of watercoloring. But since I've got the water out and the water paper, we actually can use these Colorista watercolor markers. You guys can use Crayola markers too to do the same thing. Your colors won't be exactly the same, but alright, let's use I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'm going to play around with it anyway. Actually, I need a smaller brush for that. You don't really want to add too much water because then you're going to end up losing your thing, Linda. So that's not doing what I wanted it to do. See, the color should be moving around, but it's not. What we'll do, we'll just wet our paper again, and we will just go in with all kinds of different colors. We're just playing, guys. We can't sleep, so we're crafting. This is rose pink. So Craft Roulette's colors are craft store, and when I think of craft store, I think of pink and Maine. So pink and blue are Craft Roulette colors. It's kind of like reverse stenciling. This one was aquamarine. Let's bring it the rest of the way down here. Let's go in with a... Just take all of our things out of the case because it's easier to grab them that way. Alright, let's try purple. That's what it's called. Purple. No special color for this one. No special name. Oh, that's dark. And I'm just ever so lightly. I don't like if you can see the... See how it's reacting in the water? I don't know if you can see that. You see how it's reacting in the water? What's on there? The more water there is, the more reaction you're going to get. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to play. We're going to play, y'all. Alright. Let's get green. I'll go over here with the green. And this is Bud Green. It's really green, guys. Really, really green. That's bleeding on into this one. So this has two edge sides to it. It's got the brush side, and then it's got like the nib side, the bullet side. I like the brush. The brush side is the side I'm using because I'm painting, not... I don't know how this is going to look, because remember we already had some color and stuff on this when we first did it. That yellow is nice and bright. I like that. Okay, let's go in with orange. Orange, you're glad I didn't say banana. Yes, we have no bananas. I think I need some more water over here. Maybe not. There's some water there. Just making some backgrounds, playing around. That's what I'm doing. And then we got crimson. feels dry. It's wet. I don't want it too wet though, but I want it wet. And crimson would be red, but it looks pink to me. Oh, maybe it is red. Almost looks pink though, doesn't it? Maybe not. Alright, we're going to start over. We're going to do the rose pink right next to that red. Rose pink. Then I'm gonna do the purple. If you come on in, say hello. Don't be shy. Come on in. Grab a chair and craft along. Come on. Alright, now we're gonna do blue on this side and that side, because I didn't put this blue in at all. So we're just gonna come in here with this blue. Oh yeah, look at that. That one's bleeding out good. Look at that. When I just put the tip into the water that's on the page, it does what watercolor does. It looks cool. I like how it bursts out. Let's just dot this one and see what we get. We're just playing, guys. And then I'm going to go in with the aquamarine now. Those two colors combined. See how that's not bursting? That's dry. So it's just acting like a regular marker because the paper is dry. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to spritz it, make the water react more. Let it bleed into itself there. Let it do some bleeding out. Bleed out. Go ahead. It's okay. Boy, I got that really wet, guys. Really, really wet. I don't think this paper is really intended for that. But come in here. I want it to bleed out more. So I'm gonna put more color down. I think it'll be pretty when it dries. I think it'll be cool when it dries. But that's not the color I want. I like how the yellow is bleeding out more too. What color do I need to bleed out more? Maybe I just need to add more water. We're oversaturating it because we want these colors to bleed. Because don't know what I'm doing with watercoloring. I'm just playing. Let me get a paper towel so we can dry it that way and then turn our paper towel party. I got an idea. I got an idea. Oh no, run, Linda's thinking. Just going right along the edge there. I want that color to bleed in. Make sure I'm not ripping the paper. No, I'm not. Okay. crimson. Right here. Looks cool on that side too. The bleed through looks pretty cool. But let's dry it and see what we got. Or do we want to bleed it out more? Just bleed it out a little more. Let it bloom a little more. And then we'll go in and use the heat tool and dry it up. Let it do a little running. Little mixing, little mingling. Little commingling there with the colors. Alright, now let's dry it. That's gonna take a while to dry. Let's set this aside, because that's going to take a while, because I really wet it. Let's get us another piece of watercolor paper. That paper towel, isn't that pretty? It's almost like tie-dye. Alright, we're going to set this over here, and we're going to get us a different stencil. Try a different design. Or we could do an embossing folder and we can play around. Let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one that'd be, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just had one that I just saw one that I was like, oh, that'll be pretty. It's a stencil. Since we're playing with stencils, where'd it go? Oh my gosh, it was like, here it is. It's like a flower. It'd be cool if the colors all bloom out. Seeing how it's like a flower thing. That's a Pink and Main, older Pink and Main stencil. Let's get us a sheet of watercolor paper. instead of running this one through the embossing thing, we're going to do something different. We're going to take this baby down. I'm going to come over here and get the tape off that corner though, because we don't want that blocked. Actually, what we'll do is we'll tape our paper down. Take it off here. Because we can always have a border. I'm trying to see which side I cut, which side is the natural. Would you trim the thing off later? I'm not worried about a perfect border because, well, I can't do the tape. I can't do that much tape on one paper here. So, we'll take our stencil. And I'll just make a hinge. I hope it holds it still. Good enough. Alright. And what we're going to do... what do we do with our water bottle? Here it is. Remember, we got water paper down. So we're going to spread our paper. And we're going to come in. I'm just going to I don't know how I have yellow on this already, but I'm getting yellow on everything already and haven't even pulled yellow out. So, when you're doing art, it may not turn out great of anything, but when you're being creative, you just gotta get in there and try it out and see what happens. Some more of that teal blue and stuff going on in here, but let's put some of the other colors in first. Put some purple in here. I think I'm going to try to go in with some more of this blue. This aquamarine. Now that the paper is kind of absorbed a little better. Yeah, getting the color down better now. These colors are probably all going to blend together when I get done. They're probably not going to stay separate. Oop, wrong. throw in some crimson. I don't know if I did it already or not, but here we go. I think that was orange. So we'll throw some crimson right here. And there's crimson. There it is. And we need some blue. We're really using the stencil just as the starting point. You know, just somewhere to start the colors off with. I'm going to do that one yellow. I feel like I need a different color. Like, I need one more color. I just have to have more of this aquamarine color than the other colors. I want to put it exactly beside everything. Try not to put the same color beside itself if we can help it. Which, not always going to help it. Morning, Clint. How you doing? Alright, now I'm going to spray with water again. And watch to see if the colors... Oh, that's good. Let's see if it does what I want it to do. I want the colors to bloom out, but I would like for them to stay within the stencil, but I got a feeling it's not going to. But... just let the colors bleed. Even if they bleed into each other, it'll be alright. Alright, see, like, I didn't get no water right there. Let's put some water right there. And there. It's gonna make a mess. I don't care. It'll be alright. I'm gonna get another sheet of watercolor paper to pick up that water instead of a napkin. And I'll take my napkin on the sides though, because I'm drenching my table. Drenching it, I tell you, I'm drenching it. Kind of early for you too, isn't it, where you're at, Clint? I'm probably making a huge mess under 2 a.m. there. Okay, yeah, it's 3 a.m. here. I woke up at 1 a.m. Well, it gave me a cute little pretty background, pastel-y background. That'll make a nice card with some little light flowers on it. But let's see what it looks like once we pull the stencil off. I'm gonna pick up some of that water though. Running out of drying areas. Alright, let's pull the stencil. The water's gonna... let's go with the napkin. Just pick up a little bit of that water. Let's see what we got when we lift it up. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I think that looks pretty cool. I think it makes a nice background. I like it, I like it, I like it. Oh, it's gloomy there? I don't know what it's like out there. I know it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot outside. Couldn't sleep, so I'm just playing with some paper and color. I'm playing with some Colorista watercolor markers. And if you guys are gonna use mint tape, know that mint tape is paper. So once it gets wet, it's no good no more, and it may rip, and it may stick to the paper, and it may do all kinds of funny things you didn't want it to do. But there we go. Picked up here. I like that. I like that background. I think it's pretty. What y'all think? Really pretty colors. That would have made a pretty Mother's Day card. So if you're not comfortable watercoloring flowers and things, there you go. There's a cool way to do a background. This is what our other one's looking like. So we've got 3 backgrounds that we've made, and they need to dry. And then maybe we can incorporate them. Morning, Dee. Or good night, Dee. I'm sure you haven't went to bed yet. And then we got this one here that we picked up from top of that one. Very faint, very pastel-y. I love it. Yeah, I figured not yet. I already went to bed and woke up at 1 a.m. And I'll be back again. Once I sign off from here, I'll be back again at 1 p.m. I'm just playing or couldn't sleep, so I got out my Colorista markers and my stencils, and I'm making some backgrounds. I used the Pink and Main. I know you have this one, Dee. I don't know what it's called. It's the older one, little floral one. I put it down, and then I went with my markers. And you got this one also. And oh, you've been playing with Animal Crossing. And I know you have this one also. This is the British Monroe one from the Crop and Create box. And so I put this one down, and I ran it through I wet the paper. I put this down and ran it through the switch to emboss, and then decided, oh well, let's watercolor it. So that's what I got. You caught on just as I was thinking about getting off. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of drying room. So I ran this one also through the embossing. This was the Gina K stencil. Oh, well, all I did was I put my stencil down. I wet the paper, and then I went in with a bunch of different colors. Once I had the colors where I wanted them, then I really wet the paper. I saturated it. Here, I'll do it on a smaller one, but I'm kind of out of space here. Let me get one more sheet. I'll do one more time, because I like that background, so I'll make another one. I'm just going to do a small one now. I'm not going to do the entire... Let me trim this paper down. I'm going to make this one small enough to be a card base mat. I got to get a new paper towel. That paper towel, I'm getting everything all dirty. Alright, so I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. Hold on a minute, I'll show you the markers. They're the Colorista. They came with the Crop and Create box. One of them. One of the Crop and Create boxes. It's the Colorista markers. All I did was take this down. Excuse me, sorry for the coughing, but I need something to drink. I needed something to drink. Just put that right there like that. And we took our stencil, laid our stencil down. I'm just going to do this one so it blooms out like that. Tape that down like that. I'm just going to wet my paper. That's a little too wet. That's a little too wet. A little too much water. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to come in with the purple. And then I just, right here on the stencil. And it may bleed underneath it, and I don't care. No, I don't want to use my gel plate like that. I don't want to accidentally get nicks or anything in my gel plate. I can't afford to be going and buying new ones and stuff, and I don't want marks or anything in them. It's a good tip, though, for people who aren't afraid of messing them up. I just went around like this. I'm going to do this real quick because I've already been on here for an hour or so now. But there we go. It's nice of you to come in and hang out with me for a little bit. Been a while. And then we're going to do the blue. Put some blue right there. Put some blue here. Trying to keep colors that if they mix together, it'll be alright. And give me the green. Now, if the green and the purple mix together, it's not going to be that pretty. So, let's try to keep it like just up where. I'm not going to do a lot of green. I'll come in with the rose pink. Put a lot of that down. The more water that paper's on the paper, the less pigment you're going to get out of this. That's why some areas are lighter than others when you do that. So when it dries a little more, you can go back over it. Or just choose a different color. Let's pull out the crimson. Just throw some crimson down. Which anybody knows crimson is like a reddish orange. Did I do orange already? I don't think I did. I don't remember. I can't tell sometimes with these colors. Oh yeah, I think maybe I did. Maybe I already did orange, but I'm doing it again. And it'll be purdy. Alright, let's go in with yellow. Hi, Sharon. Excuse me, guys. Alright, let's throw some yellow down. I'm gonna mix this yellow in with that orange. I didn't do that on the other one. I didn't mix colors. I'm gonna mix colors this time. I'll go in with mix a little bit of. Oh, we need some dark blue for some contrast. We need the dark blue for the contrast. There's a lot of water right there. Give it some zazz. Some raz hands. Jazz hands. Ba-doop-doop-boop-boop-boop-boop. Thinking. We're gonna add some of this to the purple. Because I think it'll be alright. I don't know. We'll see. It might make an ugly color. It might not. It's a beautiful morning. Okay, there's a leaf. So our main color, if you guys can't tell, on this one is going to be this aquamarine blue. And we'll throw the green in with that. We'll just come right here and add some green. Put that on the one next to it. What does blue and orange make? Okay. Right there. I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them right there. So we got orange there. Just a little right there like that, just to... and some rose pink. Let's bring this pink in and see if we can't darken it up since it's for paper. Now this is not the best quality watercolor paper, guys, because it's starting to peel on me because I had too much water on it when I was trying to put these down. Good morning, Margot. Blue and orange make brown. Yeah. Maybe, did I put blue and orange together? Or did I ask that out loud? I don't remember. My brain... I'm awake, but my brain isn't completely like... I did ask. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. Thank you for the answer. So blue and orange make brown. Alright, so... Did I get them all? Do I have color at least in... No. I got these little triangles right here. I might end up with some brown, but it'll be alright. It'll be okay. Just do the pink and all them. It's like, alright, why is that like that? My paper's peeling, you. It's peeling. And I'm not patient enough just to let it be. I Dee, you want to be a moderator for me? I hope you say yes. There we go. Now, I don't know, Sharon, it won't allow you to, share links if you're not a moderator. So, I don't know, how to, get it up there. Maybe you can type it out and then maybe Dee can share. Jimmy's channel is Astute Tourist, correct? Isn't Jimmy Astute Tourist? Okay. So guys, she's trying to share somebody from the cruising. Yes, but no space between A and S. He's from the cruising community. I go over there and hang out with them sometime and listen to them talk about their cruises and all that and stuff because I think it's fascinating. I'm kind of living through all them. And they're funny as heck. Their sense of humor is just, I love it. Get the good laughs and everything. But Jimmy is one of my subscribers. And oh, okay, yes. Yeah, there's his name, the Astute Tourist. All right, let's spray this with some water. I mean, right now there's only, he's not a card maker or a crafter. He's a, there's no reason we can't show love to people in other communities, too. They're showing me some love. They definitely show me a lot of love, and that's pretty cool. All right, let's add some water. Let's ruin our paper. Give it a second. Let the waters do their thing. And then get us a paper towel. I wonder... So Sharon Denise is at the beach for her birthday, her son and her grandkids and all. I'm curious how it's going for her. Alright, I'm gonna do some more. Alright, this is gonna bleed out big time. It's gonna bleed out big time. There we go. Lift that up. I should have got another piece of paper like I did for that other one to make another background. Alright, let's just go ahead and lift this up and see what we got. Oh. Oh. I bet she is. She was getting excited about it. She's like, well, I'll get more excited when I pack. But I'm like, if you're talking about it, you're excited. If you're talking about doing it, you're excited. Her birthday's Tuesday. So you gotta remember, we gotta try to make a birthday card or something. Have a birthday party Tuesday. Bring your cupcakes with you when you come at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. And we'll have a birthday party for Denise. We'll all sing happy birthday to her, and it'll be fun. Fun, 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 fun. Birthday parties are always a blast, right? Usually. So there we go. That's how I did it, Dee. Except I did a much bigger. So that's kind of a quick version of how I did this one. I like how this one turned out real good. But that's pretty cool. I bled under a little. See how it's bleeding out? And if I wanted it to blur more, now that I don't have the stencil on it, I could do this. And it'll blur more. All the colors will just blur up. They'll just blur, 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 blur. Now, where did I do it with my paper towel? Linda, you're starting something you can't finish. Oh no, where's the other piece of watercolor paper? There we go. Ready, set, go. It is, you know, when... Oh, wow. Well, when season is over, then, and you're not running like a chicken with its head cut off, I understand you have to work. I wish I could work. I understand it, you know. Life. Now that's a very faint color there in there. Look at the little dot to color. Let's get that off there. If I wanted to brighten it up more, I could go back in with the colors and stuff too. This one turned out beautiful. I love that. I almost wish I had a 6x6 frame, because then I could like cut out like the word create or something. And like have some wall art for my space. But anyway, you're welcome, Dee. I thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. You and Sharon and Clint. All of us who can't sleep. Yes, I love the first one too. I took a lot more time with this one, guys. I wasn't like trying to rush through just to show. I took a lot more time with that one. And I like this one too, where I am, if you look, you can see the raised edge. See how it's raised up? That's because I used the stencil to emboss. I even like that side of it. It's like it bled through the back of the paper, so it's like double-sided paper. So. Yeah. Alright guys, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. 3:31 a.m. in South Georgia. It's the same here in Florida. It's 3:31 a.m. and all's well. Or it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you know where your children are? You guys remember those public service announcements? It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? They need to go back and do that, but they need to do it across the internet. It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Oh, you're not sleeping anytime soon? Yeah, remember them public service announcements? And then you would get that big long beep, and then all of a sudden, oh, me not sleeping anytime soon? I went to bed. I went to sleep. And then I woke up at 1 a.m. and I drank some coffee. And then I said, let me go craft. Oh, you just need to take your meds? Yeah, but Sharon, you're kind of an insomniac, aren't you? Don't you kind of have like insomnia? Yep. Whoop, there it is. The coffee's hitting. Whoop, there it is. Yes, I thought you did. I thought you had insomnia. I'm sorry you have insomnia, but it's great for me when I'm up and can't sleep because you're here with me. Alright guys, I'm going to get off of here. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to go over there. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to get me some breakfast at 4 in the morning. I'm going to eat my breakfast. And then guess what? I'm going to go. I'll get sleepy again. That's all I'll need. Just. So there we go. That's what we got, guys. Thank you, Margot. You have a great day also. I'll see everybody at 1 p.m. So long, farewell. I'm going to try to sing it quietly because it's so late or early, depending on where you're at. Yes, going to come back wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I don't know about bushy-tailed, but wide-eyed for sure. Alright, guys. Bye.